Yo, yo, hit the like button. Hope you ain't coming in here and not hitting the like button. You heard? Just talking a little bit of shit for a little bit. You heard? Cynical salute. I'm like, damn, KT's not live yet. That means he's about to go live soon. You heard? I'm like, let me go live for a little bit. OG, what up? What's the word? Yo, OG, I've been waiting for you to get on there and cook, bro. Respectfully. Hey, yo, hit the like button for me. You heard? I ain't got no content for y'all, but we here. BK718, what's the word? It's hot as fucking a motherfucker outside. You heard? Shout out to everybody pulling up. I was just talking to somebody on the phone a minute ago, right? I'm like, yo, I ain't got nothing but 48 subscribers. When I started going live with the Henny joint, I had, I think, a little bit over 100 subscribers and shit like that because I was going on main shit. I was going around promoting that shit. I'm saying I really didn't do that shit with this. I just started going live and said, fuck it. That's a fact. Yo, I got put on, right? I got put on today that um the rat dude. You heard? I heard he's been going around doing lives and shit like that, talking about he's smoking on John Packs, you heard? Yo, I hope, hey Shot, I hope when your girl sleep, I hope John's coming down, dead ass. I hope his spirit is coming down, son, and teabagging your girl, you heard? Respectfully. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I don't even know, boy. Respectfully, I don't know who the fuck that dude is. I don't. For months, he's been doing lives with putting my name on the title. I don't know if he thought I was gonna say something to him. I don't know if he thought I was gonna acknowledge him or like argue with him. Like if you're not in my radar, nigga, I just keep it pushing, bro. My ignore game is phenomenal. You heard? That's a fact. He post he post he made posts about me like screenshot. He took a screenshot of me on a panel and posted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Threatening me, not threatening me. You know what I'm saying? But like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, you about to get the smoke type shit. Like you next. You heard? And I'm like, look at this dick sucking ass. And not because I'm subscribed to the dude, because I'm not. Motherfucker send me that shit respectfully. You heard? I'm like, see, if I was subscribed to him, I would know when he's live and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. And you know, even if I did, sometimes I don't even want to show. I don't even want to go and give a like. You heard? Yo, Pain, I hope you hit the like, cause I know you's in the bushes. And your girl, you heard? I know Jess is in the bushes. Just hit the like button, you heard? Herb, you too. Suck ass nigga, you heard? Yo, um, yeah, nobody's live, so I'm like, fuck it, why not? You know what I'm saying? I just got back a little bit ago. I'm just chilling. Uh, yeah, I was waiting. I ain't gonna lie. I got home and I'm like, I hope when I get home at least, you went deaf. Hey, yo, 1609. You say that, right? Shout out to you, right? Keep it real though. Somebody sent me somebody had told me, boy, that the kid that be saying that when he goes live, I think last week. I don't know if you fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you fuck with him, but I know that boy was talking reckless about Henny. You heard? And I'm like, what did I do? Yo, I don't even be talking about these niggas. I don't talk about him or Franks, the Franks dude. I don't talk about them at all. At all. You ain't never heard me. Yeah, now I talk shit about niggas when niggas mention me and shit like that. But besides that, you never hear me come up here and talk about them dudes. I don't know them dudes. What am I gonna say about them? You know what I'm saying? I've heard stuff. I've heard stuff, and I'm like, that's crazy. But I don't judge because I don't know. That's a fact. Ali Thomas, salute. You heard? Um, the dude that be the dude that shout out to Jesse. You heard? The dude that snuck a picture of Jesse and Fendi. You heard? His initials is SD, and it's not, and it doesn't stand for suck dick. You heard? Pause. Humble salute. Nah, yo, 16 boy that I'm talking about. I I don't remember. Somebody sent me a thing. I went over there, right, and he was playing some audio. He didn't have nothing on the screen or nothing, just the roof, like the inside of his car. He had some audio playing, and it was my voice, and I'm like, damn, is that me? But then he put the iPad or tablet, whatever the fuck it was, to the phone, and I could see my avatar of my kids. And he's talking about putting my fucking hands in my daughter's diaper and doing crazy. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? I don't even know this nigga. Talking about these dirty sector, East New York salute. These dirty sector people are fucking gossiping hoes, and all they do is come up here and cry and talk about niggas while he's crying and talking about niggas that he don't even know. He don't even know me. I'm like, this shit is crazy. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers is fucking weird, you heard? And then, and then they wonder why the ladies don't fuck with them niggas, you heard? Respectfully. Respectfully, the one dude, Franks, he for months, bro, for months. I don't know that man. I don't know that man. They never had a interaction with him or nothing. For months, he was putting my name in the title, calling me a chomo. Put my picture up there, talking about that I'm next. He thought that I was gonna go back and forth with him. Man, I told the person that sent me that shit, I said, don't send me that shit. I'm not subscribing to it. I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker, you heard? Alright. He starts going around. Oh, he went to Keisha's joint. Shout out to Keisha. Oh, that man mentioned my name. This and that. I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't know you, nigga. You heard? I don't know you. I don't gotta I don't fucking know. Like now, if you say my name, yeah, I'm gonna come up here and talk shit about you. But I'm not just gonna pick somebody I don't know from a chat. Never seen them. Never interacted with them. Never said nothing. Why would I come up here and start talking shit about them? You heard? And now 16. Now I was just put on like when I was coming back from taking my dog for a walk. I was just put on like, yo, a couple days ago Frank had a live. He's up there talking about he's smoking John packs and shit like that. I'm like, yo, respectfully, you heard? Respectfully, John would have finished that kid. You heard? Respectfully, John's just a working man, and he was doing his shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, But smoking like this is how look when you don't show people I get it. I get it. You try to get Henny's attention and Henny dubs you, Henny don't want nothing to do with you. And then I fuck with Mac Mean, so he takes that shit personal. Like he takes that shit wild personal, you heard? And he's butthurt for so whatever reason, for whatever reason he's mad. He the minute he posted me, he thought I was gonna say something. When he noticed I just didn't give a fuck, like he's a nobody, he took that shit to the heart. You know what I'm saying? And and he's butthurt. He's so butthurt that his first live, I don't know if it's his first live, but when I went over there a couple weeks ago, whatever that 3-day weekend we just had, the day that shit was turning up in the sector, you heard? Uh, I went over there and he had John John's picture of John John and his daughter, like John John's last picture with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He had that shit as the thumbnail. I'm like, like why the fuck he had that shit? So I went up there and I hit the link. Yeah, I hit the link, and the first thing he starts doing. Shout out to Jay. I ain't got no smoke with Jay. You heard, but Jay was up there. The first thing Shot starts talking about is why you fuck with that's why this person don't just talking mad shit. Alias salute, and I'm like yo, my relationship with Jay ain't got nothing to do with you, my nigga. Like you over here trying to throw shade like. Dude is a sucker, son. He's a sucker, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I like to call it like I see it. You heard? But dude's a straight up sucker, son. Like I never talked about him. I never said anything about him, right? And I saw the video of him wilding those little girls up. You heard? That was whoever posted that shit. They know who they are. They was talking about the situation. I just watched from afar. You heard? I ain't got none. I got my own issues. You heard? To be worrying about somebody else's issues. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be going around from chat to chat. Oh, this nigga did bad. This nigga did bad. To trying to deflect from what they did. You heard? That's a fact. That's a fact. These niggas is suckers, and when you don't say nothing to them, they even play with the dead. Respectfully, rest in peace, John John. You heard? They play with the dead, and they think that by playing with the dead, that they think that I'm gonna respond and I'm gonna be like, oh yo, they think that I'm gonna say something, and I'm not. I'm not gonna say nothing. Do you? That's what you want us to do and say? Do you? You heard? I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Do you? Because that's what they want. The minute I say something, they win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. That's the shit. That's the shit that is because I'm cool with all his ops. I don't know, but I'm saying though, even if I'm cool with all his ops, I've seen people that are listen. I've seen people that don't get along with Mac Mean that told me, yo, the person you chilling with, was no good, my nigga. The nigga doing bad and shit like that. But I know that they're at war right now. So I keep my fucking nose out that shit. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker say that to you, but to start to start doing the shit that these niggas is doing is crazy. DBN, what up? The that phone call last night, I'm not gonna front. I've heard I've heard Mac Mean play that shit before, right? But again, I don't know, boy. Uh at the same time, when I know Mac is at war with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got my own issues. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to involve myself in nobody else's issues. You know what I'm saying? But OG playing that shit last night. I know OG got smoked with the dude, whatever, but he's playing something between Mac and him. And watching OG play that shit yesterday and actually listening to it and paying attention to that shit, I'm like, oh shit, that's nasty. You heard? Respectfully. That shit is nasty. Yo, I'm gonna wait till I get OG, wait, watch when I get off of here, you heard? I'm about to clip you saying it's nasty. You heard? And I'm gonna have that shit on stand by the button, you heard? And I'm gonna start playing that shit. And let me catch one of you niggas that are in the chat doing that shit. And KT, I know you're not in the chat, but I know you're in the bushes, you heard? I'm about to start playing that shit instead of saying it. Cause bro, he told on the fucking cats, bro. He told on he's like, yo, the cats are fucking, they're smuggling kibbles and bits, you heard? 9 lives and shit like that. That shit is crazy. And yo, OG, I'm telling you, I actually listened to that shit. Like I watched Mac play that shit, and I'll salute people in the chat and shit like that, and say my shit, make my presence. But then I bounce and shit like that. Like I don't be really, you know what I'm saying? Like Sometimes I stick around, but sometimes I don't. But I really ain't pay attention to the whole shit. I paid attention. I must say her name to Chilling with Love when she played the video of Frank's doing that shit. You heard? And shout out to her. That's the only time I seen that video. I know Mac played that shit before, but I didn't watch the shit. I just glanced and you know what I'm saying? I watched the actual video when she played it. I listened to the whole audio of the dude doing the 911 call last night. Was the first time I watched listened to the whole video. You heard? And I'm like, no wonder this sucker ass niggas going from chat to chat talking about, oh, you Chomo lovers and you. Man, shut your ass up, man. These niggas are straight fucking totivities, you heard? She hurt your feelings? Yo, damn, a 16. How she hurt your feelings, though? I think that shit is crazy, though, how, like, it be the number one suckers. Look at and shout out to as a matter of fact, shout out to DBN, you heard? I seen that's the first time I seen that shit that DBN shared. You heard? Respectfully, I never seen that shit. That if DBN would have never shared that shit, I would have never known about that dude. I don't know who that dude was that was talking about whatever he was talking about the Roski and where he lives at. You heard? The house of rainbows. You heard? Yo, let me tell y'all something, right? Yo, and this is what on my father's dead ashes. When we left Grizz Moolah's panel that day, Roski was like, "Yo, Henny, you know how he talks? He talks like he got a fucking dick in each one of his nostrils. Respectfully, you heard? He sound like he got fucking dick straight up his fucking nostrils. He sound like he can't even talk. He's talking about, yo, Henny, the minute you say she was white, I knew she was lying on you. This and that and the third, but nah, I believe you. This and that. Yo, the very next day he sent me a friend request on Instagram. I swear to God, on my father's ashes. You heard? But I've been on live these last couple days and I said that shit. I went yesterday to take a screenshot so I could post it as my background, and that fucking Fruit Loop fucking blocked me. You heard? He must have been like, "Oh, you're not about to catch me." You heard? But that's okay. That's okay. You know why? Because I could look at myself in the mirror and I know what it is. You heard? I know what it is, and I know you might have deleted that shit, you weirdo, but you know that you did. You know you requested me. You know you never checked your inbox. I know I requested people. Shout out to Wax Dog. You heard? I don't deny shit like that. If I send a request out, I'll stand on that shit. You heard? That's a fact. People come up, people you may know. I seen Wax Dog. I send them, and when we had our little beef, he posted that shit. Cool. I'll stand on that shit. You heard? But Rocky ran and he deleted. He blocked me. You heard? When I clicked his name, that shit said profile not found. I'm like, he's gotta deal with that shit though. When he turns off the TV, when he closes his eyes or he looks in the mirror, he gotta be like, damn, I sent him a request and I had to go delete that shit. You heard? Cause I'm a penis sucking rainbow bright kid. You heard? Respectfully, the same shit with Perkneck. The same shit with that goofy ass nigga, you heard? He was, yo, you're an inspiration to me, this and that. I never said that shit to him. I never even bought working out to him. He asked me, because he saw me on a live. He asked me. He called me, and then when I asked him on his panel, so you never called me? No. All right, cool. Cool. A real nigga would have been like, yeah, I did that. That's standing on business, you heard? That's being sturdy, respectfully. And if you wasn't on no weirdo shit, on some mook shit, even with more purpose, you would have said, yeah, I did that. Nigga, I ain't no faggot, you heard? That's how you know these niggas be rainbow bright kids, you heard? These niggas be fucking sponsored by Skittles, respectfully. Yeah, that should be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do something and that motherfucker ask some shit like that and nah, no, I did that, yeah. So, if you gotta delete shit and act like you didn't do that, it's because you have bad intentions, you heard? Either bad intentions or mook intentions, you heard? You heard? Same shit with the rat Frank nigga, you heard? He's like, Yo, I never even done nothing to him. He just talking my name, this and that and the third. And I'm like, what you mean you never done nothing to me? No, I never mentioned you. That same night, Mac me had that interview for me, you heard? And I sent that shit to Mac. I'm like, yo, post that shit when we on the interview. Post that shit, because I know he's going to be watching. Oh, you never did nothing to me? How come look months ago you had me in your fucking page? Yeah, I did. Now I did that. The same shit this perk neck nigga did with the Kyle Williams. Yo, you could stop playing that shit. Sexy J, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Um, the same shit he did with the Kyle Williams. Now you okay? You could stop playing that shit. Yeah, I did it. So what? Oh, but a minute ago, if OG wouldn't have had that fucking audio, you would have fucking went to the grave saying no. Niggas don't be standing on business. You heard? Yo, that's a fact, DBN. DBN, keep it gangster. Keep it gangster. Let's be honest here. When I was on Grizz Moolah asked me. I could have just dubbed it and said no. I could have dubbed it and said no. I could have been like, nah. I said that shit, nigga. I live in a subsidized housing. The behind the fucking dick sucking nigga up there talking about, oh yeah, nigga, what you think I give a fuck about that shit, nigga? I was in a car accident, nigga. You think I'm lying, bitch? I don't gotta lie, nigga. I stand there and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. What? Oh, hey, bro, I said that, niggas that take something you say and then they'll run around like they dug that shit up. You heard? Like they went and got a bulldozer and dug that shit up. And it's like, nah, I said that shit, bro. Like you gonna try to shame me? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Him and his partner. him and his partner, you heard? Him, his partner, and the Sharpie. You see what happens? Niggas be out here doing the most. Listen to this. Listen to this. Right? I was just talking about the Franks nigga, right? He went and did he's talking about he's smoking on John packs and shit like that. Cool. I also was told that the taka taka ta dude with the taka taka ta mobile went up there in defense of John. You heard? And I'm like, would you look at that? You heard? Would you look at that? He's trying to you know what I'm saying? But a month or two ago, he's up there calling John John, saying that John John's wife is sucking everybody's dick on the fucking block. You heard? You heard? And now he's over there trying to cape for John John. You heard? Fuck out of here. There's people that you might have a misunderstanding with, and y'all could fix that. You heard? But there's people that just rip that page right out of the book, crumble it, and throw that shit in the garbage. You heard? That's a fact. That's a fact. I be bugging off that shit. Like, yo, that shit's crazy. Yeah, he's trying to earn points, and he's not earning nothing, bro. He's not earning nothing. He can, again, some stuff you commend, some stuff. This is YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you might have a disagreement, misunderstanding. You might go at it with somebody on some YouTube friendly shit, or not even friendly shit. You might get nasty. It's war. You heard? And it's YouTube. But there's just certain shit that you go around and do and say, and it's not just with one person. They do that shit with mad people. You heard? I don't fuck with Culo de Bronx. But I remember what he said about him and his family. You heard? And I'm like, yo, you've known this man for years. This man over here caping for you. And this is what you say. The DBN shit, the me, the OG, the shout out to Humble. You heard? The Humbles, everybody. Everybody. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. Niggas, some niggas is they yo, I'm telling you, somebody told me he was live a couple days ago, last week sometime. And I went over there, right? And I went over there. Yo, you yell at a little kid and you be like, I told you to go sit down already, and they go pouting and they look like they're not crying. But you yell one more time at that motherfucker, he's about to just bust out crying. That's how he looked, yo. He looked defeated, you heard? He looked defeated. That's a fact. You look defeated. All this tough shit. Yo, I'm about to ride across the country with my fucking dogs. What you should have did was wrap one of those leashes around your neck and tied that shit to a bridge and jumped off that motherfucker respectfully. You heard? I'm gonna speak on this too because uh, uh, I go around saying the word Matruski. That's a fact, right? There's a poster where it has McMean, me, DBN, and Lansky. Shout out to Lansky. You heard? Free Lansky. Free Lansky. Um, the dude that sits in his car, the dude that sits in his car that had my avatar with my kid's picture up there, right? He's talking about the Matruski boys are fucking bunch of dick suckers and this and that and dick suckers and dick suckers and dick suckers and that's he's like a broken record. These niggas don't got no lives. These niggas get up here and cry, and these niggas don't got no lives, and these guys are weirdos, and these guys this, and these guys that, and these guys this, and these guys that, and guys, and dick sucks, and dick sucks, and guys, and dick sucks, and dick sucks, you heard? That's what's coming out his mouth. And it's like, bro, you hate the dirty sector so much, you say we're up here gossiping that we're trying to make it big. That's what you said. That's what you said. You're not directing your energy to one fucking person. You're not. You're directing your energy to the whole, to all the Matuski. So you're directing your energy to the four people on that fucking on that 16's on another planet. You heard? Yo, but I'm like, I'm like, why are you even talking about men and men and men and dick sucks and men and dick sucks? I'm starting to get the impression, you know what I'm saying, that he couldn't hold on to he can't hold on to females, and he really want to suck men's dicks, cause that's all he fucking does is talk about niggas, the Matruski boys, and how niggas is up here crying and crying and crying, and that's all he fucking does. And at least when we get up here and cry, we'll cry with at least minimum 8 people. There's 8 people in here right now. You heard? He be crying over there with one person in the chat in the building, and I'm assuming when I see one person, it's me. I'm like, so if I click out of this, he's just talking to himself. So you take time out of your precious day to talk to yourself online? Ain't that about a bitch? You know what I'm saying? That should just be that should be crazy. That shit does be crazy though. I ain't gonna front. That should be crazy as hell. And then DBN posted that shit yesterday, that news clip, and I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I just be like, damn, motherfuckers be tripping. You heard? What up, 16?
Saludos, Henny.
¿Cómo está, bro?
Tranquilo. How's my audio? Is it good?
Good to go.
Let's drag this fucking little faggot.
Let's do it. Yo,
Yo,
homeboy look
dude,
crazy,
let me
man.
tell you. Let me tell you. One day he was beefing with Wax Dog. You want to know what that dirty little faggot did? He did the same thing. He said he wanted to grape everyone in his house. Another time, he was mad at Velo. Dude, he was so disgusting and so detailed as to what he wanted to do to Velo's kids that I don't even know how that fucking animal has a YouTube channel. Then he did it to Artie too. Before he did it to Velo, he did it to Artie. And you want to know who's at fault for it? Kind of everyone who watches him for the bushes, and especially people who type, because that dirty little fuck, he thinks that that's okay to talk like that, to degrade people's kids up here. and that's why he does it. So we're at fault as well for him talking like that. And that building that he lives in with all of those fucking crazy circumstances that DBN posted, that's 100% accurate. That building, it's only for people who have been medically deemed to be that kind of stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Oh shit, no shit.
Yes.
I thought that shit for a minute when I started watching it. I'm like, because people do there are apps out there that you can do AI shit that they'll just replace your picture
Hold on, let
with.
me say this real quick too. Let me get this out of my system. Yo, Rasky, you wanna know what's funny? You talk about everyone's kids, but the kid that looks the most retarded is yours. And you want to know how I know yours has either a helmet or autism? Because Wax Dog posted her when you were playing with his kids, and that dirty little bitch lives in my phone. The next time you say anything, I'm going to post her, and all of these people who you're attacking, they're going to take her and use her against you. You dirty little faggot from Walton. Are you listening to me, bitch?
Yo, that's a fact, and I don't blame you. You heard, uh, I never knew that he got on anybody's. I never knew he did that. What you're telling me now, that's news to me. You heard? I think somebody wrote that. I think you said that. I think you said that in somebody's live the other day. Somebody maybe in a chat or something. But I never.
1000% accurate. Just ask around.
I believe you.
1000% accurate. And if anything, I might be missing a set of kids, but I know 100% he did it to Wax, Velo, and Artie. 100%. And you know what's crazy? You know what that dirty little fuck Artie did? Artie, I'm not saluting you no more either, dude. Fuck your light side. Fuck everything about you. Artie goes and salutes him after. Dude, who the fuck can tell you that they're gonna do all types of shit to your kids? And then not only do you salute them, I think he even cash tapped him afterwards. These are sick. Henny, you got to look past the salutes. A lot of these people are mentally ill. They're
That's a fact.
mentally ill.
That's a
And
fact.
anyone excusing them, we're enabling these losers to continue this crazy shit. Losers belong with losers. That's why losers get along with one another. Don't you notice how losers don't mingle with winners? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I gotta agree with you. You heard, Ralph? Salute.
Ralph, Sexy J, salute to both of you.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. I didn't even that like that's crazy, and I know like I was just telling somebody this the other day, without even knowing what you just told me, right? I know he says some crazy shit, and I said, yo, but you could tell that he doesn't just say crazy shit about other people. He says some crazy shit about himself, and I'm starting to think that shit wasn't a lie about the big homie, right? Um, but to hear that shit is like, if you're willing to even talk like that, bro, you're willing to do a lot more, bro. Like that shit is just insane and sick, bro. To talk like that, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's just fucking retarded. And he gets mad because somebody said something about it about his fucking hairline. Um, bro, if you out here talk like I'm surprised he lives in the Bronx. That's what's crazy to me. That's what's crazy to me that nobody's called him and like that's why I ain't gonna front when Eve pulled up on him. I ain't gonna lie, I got a kick out of that shit. You heard? I did get a kick out of that shit.
And
I'm not
look,
gonna lie.
I know that you and her have some tensions, but dude, I'm telling you right now, I'll bet my testicles on it. If Roski would have came down, Eve would have beat the shit out of him. Eve, she would have fought him 100%, like man on man. Like it would have came off that way. I promise you, brother. She gets like that. She would have fought him.
Your audio cut out.
He didn't. My audio went out.
For a second it did, but you're good
Oh,
now.
yeah, so if he would have came downstairs, she would have fought him. So that's why he didn't come downstairs because that was an 050 live. That was his moment to come downstairs and show out and back up all that bullshit that he talks. He never did it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I was there. I was there for that.
Sorry about all the noise. My neighbors have the spacantes cutting their grass, so that's what you hear in the background.
Yo, I didn't know. That makes me. Yo, you know what's crazy? If I knew that he talked like that about kids, I would have never, ever, ever typed in his chat. As a matter of fact, my Henny account is blocked over there. So
One
usually,
time, sorry. One time he was talking about Eve's kids like that, and he was doing it for about a good 10, 15 minutes, and I flagged him, and YouTube took the lie down and suspended his channel for 90 days. And I told him that it was me that did it to him. And I had a really, really good time knowing that my report bared some fucking fruit, man. Salute to me for fucking flagging his channel, bro.
Salute to you.
For real, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact,
Yeah.
though. That's a fact, though. That shit is nasty work. You heard? That's a fact. Um, like I said, I used to type in his chat and just trolling. I never said nothing crazy to him, but I got blocked out of there. I don't know if it was him that blocked me. Somebody blocked me out of there, and then I would have to use my Matruski channel to go over there. That's a fact. And then that one got blocked, so now I gotta use my Messi 81.
The Matruski channel, dude.
I thought he would welcome me with open hands. You heard?
Yeah, yeah.
But yo, that shit, I seen that shit DBM posted yesterday, and I clicked on that shit, and I watched that shit, and I'm like, the dude played two news channels fucking clips, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, he's out here bashing people and calling people all kinds of weird and crazy shit. He's the one that I'm telling you that people put their demons on other people.
Very, very, very strange fucking people. Some people. There's a lot of good people in this sector, but dude, there's some really, really strange motherfuckers on here, dude. Very fucking strange.
That's a fact. That's a
And you know
fact.
what? One thing about you, dude, you don't lie. Like whoever you say that you are, like you never came on here lying, talking big willy shit. You've stood firm on who you are. You know what I'm saying? These other people don't do that.
Yeah, that's a fact. And there's stuff that I don't even talk about. But when I see somebody go to somebody else and lie to them, like I saw Melissa come to you in the chat and lie to you about the accident, I didn't make a live. I didn't do nothing. I went into the closet. I got my folder out. I took pictures. I redacted some stuff, and I sent that shit right to you, right or wrong.
I never believed one word that she ever said, and I said that to her directly, so there's no confusion.
I fuck with you, 16. I fuck
So
with
it
you.
doesn't. So it didn't matter what she said. It doesn't matter how many times she changed her voice. It didn't matter where she typed, what panels she hit. That's a sick bitch that has way too much time on her fucking hands. To be honest with you,
Nah, that's a
respectfully.
fact. That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That shit is just crazy sometimes. But you know, so if I go around always trying to fight or like trying to prove something that's I think that she's gonna say or about my life, then I'm gonna be running myself crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just let it go, and certain things I'll address. And but for the most part, I don't even like. I've been dealing with her for a long time already. You know what I'm saying? That this is
Mm-hmm.
new to the sector and shit like that. But this shit ain't new. Like this ain't brand new to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That shit is crazy though. I don't know, like I don't know what's gone into Homeboy, but Homeboy's been doing the most lately. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing the most lately, and that shit is crazy. The reckless talking, and that shit eventually will get somebody hurt. I'm talking about when I say somebody, I mean him. That shit's gonna get himself hurt, respectfully.
He seems to be targeting Latinos right now. Cause first it was Sage, now it's DBN. I hope he targets me now after he hears me dragging him and his kid, so I can fucking post a dirty little bitch right after I hear him say anything. So that's what I'm hoping happens. But yeah, this is what he does for attention, dude. This is what people do when they make the minimum wage thing, and they're taught, and then they start talking all that crazy shit. And this is who they are. This is who they are.
But I thought he was, for some reason, I thought he was Latino himself.
Who?
Rocky.
Gayski?
Yeah, I thought he was like half Spanish and like half black or white and black or some shit like that. Like I thought he was half something. I
Nah,
thought he
that's
was
a nah. That's it's un mono. That's a monkey, bro. That's a monkey, brother. What are you talking about?
yo. I swear to God, I thought he was some type of Latino. Like I don't know,
Nah,
his mother Colombian or some shit, and his dad black or
nah,
some shit. That ass.
nah, 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 nah.
That's crazy though. Yeah, that's crazy. I see what's going on and shit like that. I be peeping and shit like that. Somebody will say it in the chat. I might go listen for a little bit and shit like that, but then I bounce and shit. Last time I went to his chat, he went live again the day DBN was live, and he had 6 people in the chat, and I'm like, he just did a, that's a fact. That's a fact, and I was like, I'm out
Yo,
of here.
I typed in there. I typed in there because when he was dragging Cuba, I was enjoying it. That was the only part that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, but he had did that. I think that was earlier that day though. I'm not sure. He might have did it again because he's been on a mission. He's been on a mission getting that DBN. And yesterday when he hit KT's panel, I thought it was funny because I'm like, damn, he's not getting no views on his shit, so you gotta come over here. But um, you notice like him and DBN and McMean were up there. He's not even addressing them. He's talking about Henny in the chat. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
It's a
That's a
weird,
fact.
very weird, a very weird guy. Very fucking weird.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit is crazy, But it's giving the sector some food, something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Well, it's fucking junk. It's actually junk food. It's not even really good food. It doesn't have no protein. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have no fucking nutritional value. It's just bullshit.
Miss Shirley, salute. That's a fact. That's like a McDonald's food. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Shirley, let me know when KT drops some praying hands in your comments again. You heard? I'm getting on his heels. I'm dedicate a whole life to him. KT's out of KT's out of line. Drop any other emojis, but don't drop the praying emojis. You heard? That's a fact. I start to think he's on some hating shit.
Because he sees you in the comment sections like me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I get in the comment section, I'm about to type and I see one of y'all in there, I be like, ain't this about a bitch?
How did, yeah, right. Like, how did we beat you to it, right? Yeah, I
That's a
know,
fact.
I know, I know, I know. Dude, like I saw Jess posted something about the Lakers, and I saw you in the comments, and I said to Jess, I said, look at fucking Henny. All of a sudden, he's a fucking Lakers fan. This guy's never spoken about basketball a day in his life. Not a day in his life, and he's over here.
I went and bought me a Lakers jersey, you heard?
Yeah, yeah. And then, Zaddy posted like I don't know, like an inspirational, motivational quote. So I said to Zaddy, well, Henny's already in his comment section. Every day I learn something new. Every day I learn something new. Now he's a fucking philosopher. Every day you're something new.
That's a fact. You see, like you said, you saw me and misunderstood joint. It's like that. I didn't even know Henny like Trump.
Yeah.
Just trying to get rid of us. And I went
Oh
and down
shit.
with That's a fact. I just go to support. You know what I'm saying? I just go to support, and then I do. It be making it fun and shit like that. It's just some cool shit.
Yeah, of course, dude. That's what the that's what the app is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be about coming up here and telling people you're gonna grape their children. That's
Nah, that's diabolical. That's a
yeah.
fact. You,
Mm-hmm.
you see DBN's comment right here.
Let me see. I got the flicks of his right hand man. Who got it? Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's about to be his avatar. He said.
Very good. Yeah, sometimes you gotta fight. There's nothing wrong with fighting fire with fire. And another thing too, like I noticed, like the good people in the sector, when one of the animals goes crazy, the good people always say to themselves, "Fuck, I just don't want to get. I don't want to get down like them." Sometimes you gotta fucking fight fire with fire, and there's no rule. There's no rules over here. There's no rules over here.
Oh, I noticed that.
Giving them passes is what enables them. Again, that's enabling them. They think that it's normal to do it, but when you hit them, when you double down and you hit them back, then you calm down. Then I mean they calm down.
Nah, it's a
Never
fact.
fails.
Sometimes you gotta fight fire with grease. You heard?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly.
That's a fact. You gotta put a bucket of grease on that shit. Let that shit burn. That shit's crazy. Yeah, like I was saying, uh, you know, like the Franks dude, or even Roski. They go into chats and panels and say the worst about other people, and it's like they really try to get the demons off of them and put them on somebody else. That's a fact.
Yo, dude, I'm gonna drop down because the Spacantes are going crazy with all these lawnmowers and edgers and all this crazy shit. But I'll be in the chat, brother. All right.
No doubt, 16. Appreciate you pulling up.
Peace, bro.
Peace. Yeah, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely didn't know that, you heard? Because I would have definitely been in his chats. I most likely all my accounts would have been blocked because I dead ass. Even if he'd have been talking about any, because he just talks crazy. You know what I'm saying? So would have been saying that shit in his chat like, yo, bro, you told people you would grape their kids, bro. Like that shit is out of line. You heard? That shit is straight up out of line. I can't fuck with that shit. I can't. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You heard? I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that shit. That shit's gonna say, That's a fact. Respectfully, get off the matruski. Not you, but I'm saying that's what the shirt's gonna say. You heard? Yo, but I be wondering and shit like certain people. Like I said, if you got smoke with somebody, you bump heads with somebody, yeah, you know they're gonna talk shit about you. You're gonna talk shit about them. But like some people, I'm like, why the fuck this motherfucker talking shit about me? And then, you know, all these things. I started learning about all these things, and I'm like, look at I think somebody did write that shit in the chat the other day, but I didn't know that shit was official. I thought they was trolling him. For motherfuckers to really say shit like that shit to me is crazy. That shit to me is crazy. You know, um, and like I said, you know, aside from the fight with Artie, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no smoke with Artie and shit like that. But aside from the smoke with the fight with Artie, you know what I'm saying? You could tell that nothing. He's never. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Roski. You could tell he's never been through anything, because a motherfucker that that been into some shit before, they know that you talk reckless like that, bro. Something to happen to you, bro. You're not gonna want something to happen to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if that fight would have been with somebody else, listen, and he's lucky he had gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why him and Artie had a fight. I don't know if they was talking shit to each other prior to this, and they was like, "Oh, let's meet up and put gloves on." I would have told Chase, "Yeah, I want to go fight wearing gloves." I would have let them put the gloves on me and all that shit. But I'd have took them shits right off. As soon as I'd have seen him, I'd have took the gloves right off and be like, "Psych," and went ham on him, dead ass. I would have just wanted to get next to him. You heard? You're not about to get up here and wild me up like that. I'm saying though, when they had a fight though, were they like did they have some kind of YouTube beef? Is that why they met up to fight, or was it on some who wants to get in the ring and shit like that? Was it on some it was some friendly shit, or did they have prior smoke to that shit? Because on God, if the same shit, I'm gonna keep it real. If Sean Prince would have said, "Oh, I'm gonna call Mikey B," and Mikey B would have hit me up, Mikey B got my DM, Mikey B would have hit me up and said, "Yo, Henny, let's." On God, I would have went. And on God, there was not nobody that would have been able to say anything. Nobody. Nobody. I'd have been like, we could put the gloves on afterwards, you heard? But this man said this and that and this about me. And niggas would have respected that shit. Like, yo, bro, you're just gonna have to bare knuckle this shit, you heard? Respectfully. Fuck out of here. Oh, you're not gonna pay me? I don't want no money. I don't want no money. I just want to get next to him. You heard? That's a fact. I will put my YouTube shit on. I don't got nothing. My shit's not monetized. You don't think I would have went on that bitch with live with a smile on my face? You heard? Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact though too. That's a fact. Motherfuckers be really feeling like that, and then to tell somebody that you would do something to their kids, bro. You don't know their kids. You don't know them. Like that shit just speaks volume, bro. I remember like back in the days, like the mafia movies and shit like that, in the hood, it's always been no women and no kids. Respectfully. Y'all see what Scarface did to Homeboy? Blew his fucking brains out. You heard? Oh, nah, I don't even think it was the Godfather. But you don't, like, that's just crazy to me, you heard? That's just crazy to me to get mad enough at somebody to fucking start talking like that about their kids. Like, even if you're my man, I'm gonna look at you and tell you, yo, you bugging, bro. You bugging. You bugging, bro. Like, that's not, like, that's some, you're sick, my nigga. Like, respectfully, you heard? That's what I'm saying, DBN. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't none of that. Yo, yeah, yo, get out here and disrespect the shit out of me and my kids, and then you want to put gloves on so I don't fucking break. Like, bro, I'm trying to break my knuckles, my nigga. Like, I'm trying to break my knuckles again, respectfully. You heard? Respectfully, I'm trying to pull my fist back, and two of your teeth are stuck in my middle knuckle. Respectfully, you heard? All that, like, it's different. It's different. Uh, if you're doing boxing content on your fucking channel and I'm doing boxing content on my shit, right? And we the same weight and shit like that on some friendly shit, yo, that's different. That's different. But you getting on a panel and you saying the worst of the worst to me, my wife, my kids, and then you want to meet, have somebody to get to put a fight together, so we can go and wear gloves and we can stand in the middle and they can tell you, yo, we want a clean fight, and get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, as soon as I get out the whip, I'm trying to fucking pound your face in, respectfully. All that other shit, nah, I'm not with that shit. You didn't mean that shit. Like, you don't want, you talk like that. That's cool. Do that. But stand on that shit. You heard? And you know better. Know better that if we ever come across each other, you see me in the mall, you see me in the store, um, you better duck. You better duck. Nigga, play duck, duck, goose. You heard? Duck and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see you, it's not gonna be like, yo, what you had to say? None of that. None of that. None of that. Yeah, ain't none of that shit. Like I said, there's different ways to go about shit. You're having a friendly competition on something else. That's totally different. But you up there violating kids and telling, nah, we're not doing that, bro. No way. No, yo, DBN, he said he want to fight you. Yeah, you're supposed to get out the car and hold your composure while put some gloves on and wrap your hands, put some gloves. Nah, fuck out of here. None of that shit. That's a fact. Bitch, I'm chasing you, nigga. And if you don't run, we fighting. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. And get my shit casted up. You heard? Dead ass. Let that shit heal all fucked up. I'm gonna be. Niggas be talking the craziest, the toughest and shit like that. Talk mad tough. They mad gangsters but then they'll fucking set the phone up and video call you so they can fucking work out for you. That shit is crazy to me. I was like, what in the world? Yo, you can't make this shit up. But then they get online and talk mad gangster. Mad gangsters. Play as fuck up too. Yeah, that should be too much for me sometimes. Respectfully, you heard? You heard? I learned I learned a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? That man, there's some people out there that are live wires and shit like that, and they just, 7:30 straight up. But me, for myself, I know how my temperament is. I try to show everybody the utmost respect, respectfully. Whether two other people are going at it and I fuck with both of y'all, I'm treating y'all the same. I fuck with y'all, I'm not disrespected. I'm treating y'all with respect. Everybody. Until you try to play me. Then it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I can get over shit. Yes, I can. You heard? If there's no blood spill, yeah, I can get over certain shit. I said that shit, certain shit. But if you rip that page out the fucking book and you crumble it and throw that shit in the garbage, then no, never. Never. Stain. I ever see Stain, I'm punching him dead in his fucking. And I fuck him up face to face. I fuck him up. But I'm not doing that. I'm coming from the side that he don't even have an eye in. You heard? I'm coming from the right side. Bow. Dead ass. Dead ass. That shit is crazy to me. You heard? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's so it's for some reason, even if somebody starts, it's always your honey. You took it too far. So in order not to listen, I'm 45 years old, bro. I'm not trying to really. I try to avoid it. I try to avoid it. I'm not pussy. I don't no me dejo joder. But I know how to I try to carry myself a little bit so a motherfucker don't feel like I'm trying to come in there letting my nuts hang. You heard? But the minute I feel like somebody is trying to take advantage of that, it's like, hold on, I'll be right back. You heard? And I just come back with my Superman cape. You heard? Like, what we doing? Fuck out of here. Yeah, my temperament goes from yo, bitch. Yo, if I'm walking in the store, and there's somebody behind me, man or female. I'll try to hold it off so they can grab it. Some motherfuckers that think you're trying to hold the fucking door for them. When I see that shit, I let the door go and I let that shit hit the nigga. Dead ass. Like, fuck out of here, man. Don't be taking my, like, I go from, I don't like that. I don't like being like that. I don't like being like that because my fucking kids see it. I could be in the store with my kids. I could be anywhere. And they think that shit's okay. I try not to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you give a motherfucker an inch, and they want the whole matruski. You heard? Respectfully, that's just crazy. Pause. Yeah, that's another thing, DBN. The internet shit. I can guarantee you, if if motherfuckers lived on the same block, like if all of us that are in this chat right now lived on the same block, just in different cribs, and not just us, but the Roskis, the Paynes, the Princes, their attitudes wouldn't be like that. And if the attitudes are like that, they would have been humbled already. That's a fact. They would have been humbled already. It is sometimes it is necessary. Sometimes it is necessary, but there's too many people in the world that just don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes like uh uh sometimes some people ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? But some of these people do. Some of these people fucking deserve that shit, and they know that they man mouths and fucking states away and do the fucking most. Like I said, look at the dude, the Spanish nigga that sits in his car, uh, talking shit. I've never said anything to that man. For him to fucking be talking about me and having my fucking kids avatar up there, like I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Again, a fat toto ass nigga, yo. My shit is crazy. Yeah, princess. That's what I'm saying. I swear to God, bro. I'll agree with it. I'll agree with it. Yeah. I'll pull up. Yeah. I'm on my way there. I'm calling. Yo, he's there already. Oh, I'm taking the gloves off. I'm not. I'm not fighting. I'll fight you with the gloves on after I beat your ass. You heard? Or you beat my ass. But I'm hitting you with my fist, bro. I'm trying to break my shit on your face, respectfully. All that other shit, like I said, you know what I'm saying? You can talk a little bit of shit. You might have a little disagreement. You might be like, yo, SMD, oh fuck you, this and that and the third. But I beat your ass and then you set up a boxing fight. I'll do that. But you start talking about kids and dead family members and moms and sisters and this bitch ass nigga talking about my sister was fucking sucking wild. Like I'm like, all because this bitch liked my fucking dick print. And I told him, bro, she liked my fucking dick. She over here talking shit to me in the chat Why didn't you say that shit to my dick print? When you see my shit on the picture, why didn't you say that? Why'd you drop drooling emojis and heart eyes emojis and fucking eggplant emojis? Why'd you do that? Oh, he didn't like that shit. He didn't like that shit. He thought he was Papi Champagne, you heard? Papi Shampoo. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want rules? Go pro. You heard? You want rules? Go pro and get off the internet. Dead ass. Like, once you, I wasn't raised on that, yo, somebody's gonna violate you, you're gonna put gloves on, and there's gonna be rules. There's gonna be rules. No. You violate, or you verbally violated? Okay, I'm gonna physically violate you now. You heard? That's it. I ain't even gonna lie. That's it. That's what I said about the whole RD and Roski shit. I don't know if they had some type of smoke before, like on the internet talking shit to each other and shit like that. Like like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? If they did, if they did, if they did have some kind of drama and they violated each other off of YouTube, anything to get next to him. Anything. Yeah, we're gonna throw gloves on. Yeah, yeah. Once I get there, there's not a fucking soul that's gonna be able to. They might be able to stop me. They might be able to stop me. Two niggas might be able to grab me and get in between. But best believe I'm punching you square in your face. I'm punching whoever it is. The person that's talking shit. When I get there, I'm punching that person square in the face as hard as I can. You heard? And that's if somebody stops me. Nobody stops me. I'm going ham. You're gonna have to fuck me up. You're gonna have they're gonna have to fuck me up. You heard? I don't either. I don't try to talk crazy, but that shit is crazy to me. You heard? Want to put yo? I put gloves on with you. Uh, uh. Last year, Princess was up there talking wild, spicy, putting all kinds of weird shit on me. Every time you mention me in a fucking panel, I don't say nothing about this goofy. Nothing. I inspired him. I didn't say, I'm not saying that. He said that. I'm just repeating what he said. But anytime I did it live and I was talking about the whole bag of chips situation. While I was still live, I got a text message saying, yo, this nigga's over there running your live. I put my shit on mute and I listened to it. He's like, yo, these guys are taking my story that when I'm fucking online talking about and putting his sauce on it and twisting the shit. All because he wanted to be a Mac daddy. He slid in Shorty's DM and she dubbed him. She said, yo, I'm with my husband. Meanwhile, she's in my chat, you heard? That shit didn't sit right with him. And whatever else. Cause I dubbed him. I said, yo, I'm gonna call you back when he was working on it. I'm like, I'm not like, what's wrong with you, bro? Why would you call me on some video shit? You wanna talk to me and you working out? Call me regular. Call me regular. I don't wanna see you. Cause I think since that day I knew he was a clown, respectfully. Calling me out Diddy and saying all this weird shit about me. But then he's gonna get on Mikey B's joint and talk about any one of these YouTube niggas, anyone I fix them up. And I'm like, I want to get fixed up. Respectfully, I want to get fixed up. Set that shit up because I want to, certain lines you cross, and I'm like, all right. He's a sucker, you heard? He's a sucker. You could just tell. Listen, when you born with that shit, you don't gotta pretend. You don't gotta pretend. Look, the little pocket doll DBN had about when DBN pocket doll him. He stayed up all night. The night before he went live, he stayed up all night practicing that shit. I guarantee you, he was in the mirror in the bathroom, said, yo, as soon as I hit live, I'm gonna start. Oh, yo, and everybody that came in the chat. Hey, yo, why you man? Yo, what? Man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like you could just tell you soft, bro. You wild soft. You heard? That's just crazy. Dead ass. Dead ass. You could tell he practiced that shit, you heard? And then the very next day, Rose Gold goes up there and he's like, yo, you out of pocket though, B. You out of pocket, this and that and the third. DBN's go, people, yeah, man, I fucking love DBN, man. He's my man and shit like that. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, bro, you was just telling to eat up a dirty dick, you heard? You was just calling his fucking wifey a fucking female dog. You was just calling her, yo, ask him. He was like, what he said? He's like, yo, ask your bitch. Ask your bitch If that's not weird, I bet your bitch like yo, my nigga. Why you call? If you fuck with this nigga, why would you come out your mouth and why would you come out your mouth to call this man's lady a bitch, my nigga? If you fucked with him, if you didn't fuck with him, you didn't know him. If you didn't know him and you're at the store and she's acting crazy to him and he says, yo, that's your girl, yo, grab your bitch. I would understand that. You don't know the man and you're still gonna get punched in your face, you heard? But you're supposed to fuck with this nigga and you're gonna refer to his lady as his baby mom's as his bitch? Like, out of pocket. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. Talking about you're gonna fucking cut. Bro, my nigga, that's a threat. Let me tell you something. That's a threat. And if somebody looks at you and they kind of fuck with you, right? And you're like, yo, I fuck with that nigga. You heard? He ain't never did nothing to me. I ain't got, I know he got a lot of smoke, but he ain't never did nothing. And then you turn around and you talk about I want to cut his face and like what? Like, nah, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could tell. You could tell he's never really had to use those words to nobody. These are things he wanted to say. He's been wanting to say this shit. And I'm not saying directly to DBN, but I'm just talking about in life, in general. Anytime somebody popped any shit to him in the street, he always kept that shit to himself. He never talked back, you heard? Nah, B ain't no beef. Nah, we good, nah. Always. And he went home mad as shit, wishing he could tell a nigga, yo, I'm gonna cut your fucking face, you heard? He's not with that. He's not with that. He's not with that because he definitely put on a show, try to put on a show and look wild goofy on the internet doing it, you heard? That shit to me was crazy. I'm like, damn, like, like yo, that I don't, sometimes your your heart might start pumping and yeah, look, I'm gonna start talking about Rashi, right? The day DBN, he let DBN on the panel, right? He started talking to DBN. They talked back and forth a little bit, but you could tell when he hesitated to start telling DB, like cursing at DBN and talking to DBN, you could just hear it in his voice, like he wasn't too sure, but he let it out and then kept going. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that he's not built like that. You could just tell by the way they talk. You could just tell. You could just tell that they're not built like that, bro. You don't talk like that, especially if you fuck with somebody. You waited for the opportunity to be on there. You just fucked. He fucked up by like if that shit would have happened to somebody else, like a trap person that you know anybody else, but the person he decided to do it with, it was like, ah man, like you played yourself because you know damn well in real life you're not like that, Brody. You not respectfully. You heard? Yo, I was dying off of that shit. Niggas is roasting him off of that shit, you heard? Behind the scenes, they was roasting him. I'm like, and he probably thinks that he did something. He probably thinks he did something and looked wild goofy. But then when he got into it with the females, then then he was talking from the gut, like he meant that shit. You heard? Like he was getting a kick out of that shit. You heard? Like he, I'm like, man, this dude's a clown. You heard? Oh shit. That's just crazy. That shit is wild crazy. Yo, yo, but I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I see certain shit, I do get a laugh out of it. I do get a laugh. Not because he's dissing somebody that I fuck with, no. I get a laugh out of how goofy they be looking. Dead ass. I be like, look at this. Somebody come look at this shit like that clip KT be playing with the Kevin Hart. When somebody come look at this shit, you heard? I'm like, man, look at this shit. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Hey, yo, I've been up here for a little bit over an hour. You heard? I just wanted to get a quick hour in. Appreciate everybody that pulled up and showed love. Hit the like button. Y'all know OG says he's going to go live. I'm sure KT's going to go live if he's not already live. You heard? I see y'all in the chats. Hope everyone have a wonderful day. You heard? Peace and blessings. Ralph, emotional. That's emotional talk. You heard? That's all emotional talk. Listen, when a woman talks and respects, shout out to the ladies. You heard? Obviously, we can tell by their voice she's a lady. You heard? When a man has those emotional rants like that, it sounds a little bit different because it's coming from a voice with a little bit of bass and a man's voice. But you can just tell. You can just tell. Definitely comes from a woman environment. You heard? Respectfully. Yeah, that shit's just crazy. You heard? That shit is crazy. Like I said, it's entertainment and shit like that. But certain shit you gotta call out. You heard? And like these fucking people be fronting for the internet. Like I said, he got on Mikey B's joint and talked about he wanted to anybody's for anybody. Or they like, oh well, and shout out to Mikey B, but they think that Mikey B and them are gonna save them, and they don't even know that Mikey B's not there to save them. You heard? Mikey B's not there to save them. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, like I said, I just came up here to talk my shit for a little bit. I definitely see you around the YouTube streets. DBN, open the what Freshly says. Open the straight up, yo. Yeah, shout out to Freshy. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Peace and blessings. You heard?